Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. We should do the whole interview with our classy voices. What do you think?
The whole interview is going to be in our classy voices.
Mr. Charles Puth, sir, good to have you on the program.
Thank you, good people. Thank you. You just want attention. You don't want my heart.
I think we got a good remix of that song going there.
That's the 1920s remix.
Every song needs a 1940s version with like jazzy, loungy people and trumpets and swinger girls dance in the background.
You know what? I know we were joking about it, but that's actually how, when I was writing the song, how I thought it would be originally.
Really?
Kind of like this jazz, swingy ballad. I swear. It's funny you say that because before I write anything, I try and make it sound like another song. And then it kind of morphs itself into a new sound. Like I never thought it would have a bass track on it. It was just like pizzicato strings and like, you know, it was supposed to sound like Catcher in the Rye a little bit.
You know, it's funny because at the end of your video is actually the clip of you singing the song into your phone for the first time.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I just have these ideas in my head and I need to get them out. So, you know, I just turn to the phone.
So are you one of those people though, at the end of the day, there's like 50 different ideas on the phone. You're like, oh man, now I got to listen to all these. Or is it like...
Yeah, well, I don't like regret. I'm not like... I'm more like interested as to like why I woke up at 4 a.m. and named them some of this stuff. Like I'm looking at these voice notes and there's a song called I Really, Really Don't Need You. I don't know why that's the title. Middle of night idea, another bitch verse. I don't know what this means.
I think sometimes people, I'm sure you get asked the question a lot, like where do these songs come from? I think the answer probably is, I don't know, they just come.
Exactly. They come from I know one place they come from is from reactions of people. Like when I meet my fans and I see them singing along, it literally puts me on such a high that I just want to make more for them.
I love that. And you are one fascinating guy over here.
Oh, thank you. I like to think I'm a little weirdo.
Everybody's weird in their own way, I would think. Everybody's somebody else's weirdo. But you have perfect pitch, which is something I've always heard about, but I guess I've never known exactly what that is. It means like you can perfectly sing a note just out of the blue, I guess? Is that what it is?
Well, do you have anything you can tap in the studio, like a cup or a glass or something that makes a noise?
I can hum.
Yeah, so hum something.
La 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 la.
So that was in between a D and an E flat. La, that's a D is ha, D, and E flat is E flat. You were right in between, so ha.
So out of tune, I think is what you're telling me.
I'm just politely saying you were sharp.
So do you ever sing out of tune, or is that hard for you to do? Or do you just recognize when you're out of tune, you immediately fix it?
Oh, no, I definitely sing out of tune live because I don't have, like, the best voice. I know it sounds like... I think I'm a better studio singer than I am a live singer.
Okay.
But if I go out of tune, it's not because I wanted to. It's because, my voice is technically not the greatest if I'm pushing it too hard. Usually if it's soft, I'm good.
It's so fascinating to me. And I love this too. You're very ambitious. In grade 6, you went door to door selling a Christmas album that I'm assuming you made?
Yeah, I produced that myself, which is very funny back in the day, and I'm still producing music.
So you were like 10, 12 years old at the time. You make your own Christmas album, and you're like knocking on people's doors, asking them for like $10 to have it.
Exactly. And I've always just been obsessed with making money, and I always thought it was a fun thing to do.
And you made $600, it says here, which is pretty awesome.
I did.
That's really cool. I just love everything about that. Well, you've had some amazing success so far. I mean, your abilities and your ambition have really kind of paid off here. You got the new song, Attention, and the cool new video. The video is kind of cool because you guys, like, it's you and a girl. I don't know exactly who the girl is, but you guys get in a fight at the end. You get to throw and smash stuff up. Is that fun?
Is that fun? It was based on real life experience. So I wrote Attention based on real life stuff, and the video is based on what really happened. Believe it or not.
You were on The Voice recently with Alicia Keys as a special guest mentor. What was that experience like?
Yeah.
That's Sounds like it was pretty awesome.
I was really nervous at first because I didn't want to like over talk Alicia, but then I got like really into it, and then I started like really offending people. Like, you're singing that note wrong, and Alicia was like, "All right, you just got to be a little nicer, like not as harsh. It's not Juilliard." It's the voice.
Right. Well, I think, sometimes on those shows especially, and we were talking to Adam Levine, when was this, a couple weeks ago, and I guess the question we asked him was, why hasn't there been a big star to come out of that show yet? At least American Idol had a couple singers that came out and did some big things, and his point was like, listen, this industry is really difficult, and, the level you have to be at to be successful is insane. And, I think you watch some of those shows, and a lot of those people just don't have it. They don't have the intensity or the drive, really. Well,
you also, even though Adam's one of my friends, and I always give him a knuckle sandwich, and I always talk a bunch of to him. So, but I can't believe I'm standing up for him right now. But I will say, during the days of American Idol, it was just about singing. There were a lot of smoke and mirrors as to what went on in the music industry. So American Idol was revolutionary and groundbreaking because it was the first time that people got to see what it was like. From someone that they felt connected to blow up. And now it's not just about singing. People want to know that you produce and write your own music. And, it used to just be about having a good voice. Now it's having a good voice. How do you market yourself? Like Kehlani is a great example of that. She has a great voice, but markets herself like herself, and it's just brilliant.
Yes, what do they call it? The total package. Do you have that total package kit?
Yeah, do you have the total package kit? We're going back to 40s voice.
Sweet, man. Well, what else would you like to add here? You got an amazing song. You're doing great things. What else can we put in here?
I guess just know that I'm very excited about this new music. This is finally the music that I want the world to know me for, and I can't wait for people to hear my story.
Well, thank you so much for calling in and giving us your time. We so much appreciate it.
I appreciate you talking to me.